beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It is sunny and gorgeous outside, guys, and I'm in the garage, and you're here with me, Jason, with a JWClassicVW. Look at all these stickers from my buddies up there. Yeah, Haltech Elite Install. And Turbonium. What's up with that? Hey guys, what's going on? I know it's been a little bit since I've been on here. I've had quite a few things going on. Yeah, not really gonna get into that because it's personal. But let's talk about what's going on in the garage today and what I've been up to, because what the heck is that thing back there? Right after this intro, guys, we're getting into the content. We're gonna talk about my new oil cooler for the engine. And yeah, I remember last time I told you guys we're gonna start working on the breakdown of the engine, but that's not happening. We've got quite a few things to talk about. See you in a second. So to start the story of the new oil cooler, I guess we should start with the why. Why we have a new oil cooler versus the old one that I had installed with the General. You know, my 2276 that I sold. And I have a whole build series on that big engine, guys, up here in the corner if you want to check that out. But yeah, let's jump out of the car real quick and I'll show you what's going on. All right, let's see if I can get some light on the subject for us. Whoa, that's so bright. Crank it down a couple notches. So over here, you'll see one of the Berg tabs, the Berg 5-speed transmission that I have not yet picked up, which I plan on picking up when I get back from my Thanksgiving break. Yeah, I know. I thought I was going to be picking it up too. Oh, well. The Berg 5-speed transmission has a mid-trans port right here that bolts to these tabs that have to be welded in. And if you look over here, that's it, man. That's the Berg mid-mount. Well, my old oil cooler used to be mounted here to the torsion tube, right? And with the old one, it was like right here. It would have hit the tab. So I had to come up with a new oil cooler to mount in this location because that's where I want to keep it still. There was a mount that you can buy that comes with the oil cooler that I have, but it was like $250, and I just really didn't want to part with that money. And I said, you know what? I don't mind kind of fabricating some stuff. So comes the idea of the new oil cooler mount that allows me to kind of like move it up and down in this location based off of where I want it to be. You know, a little bit lower, a little bit higher, and that's, you know, the adjustability that comes with the new mount that I'm building. So yeah, that's the start of the story. Let me show you the old oil cooler real quick so you guys can see what that's all about. All right, so here's my old oil cooler, which I've kind of had to epoxy some pieces back together again, and it's one of the empty oil coolers, you know, the ones that you can buy in the kits. And it's got a custom-made 90 here. This is 90. I installed the thermal switch. This switches the fan on once it reaches 180 degrees. And I got a full flow 90 on here and a reducer from 10 AN to 8 AN. Well, that's still good. I just won't be using it because it won't fit. Oh, and those are the AtomWorks spring plates, guys. He's having a discount right now, 20% off, I think, or something like that, with Black Friday deals. So check out the description below if you want to check out just spring plates that are pretty badass from AtomWorks. Yeah, so cool. We got our new oil cooler over here, and this is the custom fabrication that I did. You know, kind of made up this adjustable bracket. And what I'm doing today is finishing up the other side. You guys don't get to see me make that one, but I'm going to time-lapse the build on this other one over here. Well, what I have left of the build anyway. This new oil cooler is going to be controlled by the Haltech 2. It's going to turn on and off based off the temperatures that the Haltech is reading. So that's kind of neat versus the thermal switch. But let's get to work, guys. Let's get to showing you guys what is going on. Plus, stay tuned towards the end of the video. I'm going to be going over some of the other things that I've picked up and talk a little bit about those. Time-lapse time, guys. So sit back, grab a coffee, a drink, beer, whatever it is that you want to partake in, and enjoy the time-lapse. All right, right before we jump into the time-lapse, guys, I want to go ahead and talk about some of the materials that I use for, you know, the construction. Here's where we are on this piece on the other side. I already got the little tabs, and all I did was cut this all out of some angle, right? Pick this up from the Home Depot. You can take a look real quick and see. Whoosh. 2-inch by 36-inch angle with its 1/8 thickness. And then I also got some 1.25 square tube, 48 inches long. And this is 1/16 when it comes to thickness. And that's all I use for materials, because I'm sure that some of you guys are going to be asking about that. But all right, guys, let's get into work. Got some cutting to do, some shaping to do. Fabrication time. Yeah. Yep. A lot of work to get that all kind of where it's at right now. Bending this into position. I want to take a minute real quick, guys. Remind you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and join the social media groups. I got like an Instagram, the Facebook group. Down in the description below, you can find those links. Lots of stuff that goes on behind the scenes is posted there, especially when I'm not posting as regular as I normally do. Appreciate you guys. Now, back to the video. All right. So we've got both of the sides kind of shaped up and into position. What I needed to do for the cutting and shaping to get these to where they kind of match. I cut these out just to kind of reduce weight a little bit. I don't know how much it's going to help out, but any little bit of weight reduction is cool. Right now, this is kind of like in the raw form before we do any kind of priming and painting. But now we're going to move on to making the second little adjustable arm that hooks up onto the torsion tube, because this will go onto the torsion tube. Hold on a second. Where'd that hose clamp go? So this clamp right here, it's got a little groove I put into it too. You see a little groove right there, guys? A little groove. And the hose clamp will go onto the torsion tube just like that. Now I've thought about putting a little bit of a peg there, like a little bit of a, I don't know, like a rivet through that side or something, so that it can hold this into position to keep it from kind of popping off. But I'm not sure if that's gonna be a problem yet. We will see. We got some square tube to cut to kind of get this into position, some welding, and then moving on. That will all be time-lapse, guys, so enjoy the next part of the time-lapse. Yeah. Alright guys, well here we go. She's all mounted up underneath. I just have a couple screws in place to kind of show you what it's going to look like. There she is. That's how she mounts to the torsion tube. And I like the fact that I have the adjustability right there to be able to take it up a little bit more or down, level it off. Probably about a 2-inch throw up and down with that. It definitely clears my Berg mount on the side over here just right. If I needed some more clearance, I could move it farther over to the side over here, but I probably had to clean up this little bit of a like weld from the torsion tubes that sticks out. But yeah, looks good, turned out good. I do like it. Yeah. So yeah, I did tell you guys that I was going to show you these sway away axles. These are a little bit more stronger 27mm torsion springs that go inside the torsion housing. You know, these stock ones just won't cut the mustard when it comes to the kind of power I'm trying to control. And this kind of keeps you from bottoming out and having a little bit of, you know, body sway whenever you're driving down the road. This, in combination with the shocks, I plan on getting the strange shocks, the adjustable strange shocks, and my Atom Works spring plates, should make all the difference when it comes to controlling Goose as we're driving down the road, going like, I don't know, faster than normal. Well, that's gonna do it for today, guys. We got a lot done, showed you quite a bit. If you have any questions, want some more details on how this all came together, just hit me up in the comments below or join the Facebook group, Instagram, and I'll let you know. This is Jason with JWClassicVW, and I hope you guys have a great holidays. I'm traveling home for the holidays, looking forward to it. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. I'm out.